All right, folks, one more daily pattern. Go to pattern-collections.com. Go to the website, scroll down until you get to pattern focus. If you're on desktop, pattern focus will be in a different place because there's more room on the top of the desktop for that, but you'll find it. Scroll down to the daily pattern. That would be this one. Wow, we have a lot of floral type patterns this week. Okay, this one is called Drower. And this one looks like it might be a bit of a challenge. So it appears that you really want to put this one in a rectangular shape, a square shape, because you kind of need this border, unless you do it as a pencil, because it shows it here as 4 tiled, which is really kind of cool. I may just do one big one in the middle, just because. But it looks like it's a little more complicated for the drawing of the pattern. Can you see that? Anytime that they have to put arrows for the drawing of the pattern, it always kind of concerns me. But it looks like you go down and around and up. And you do that 4 times. So I would definitely going to turn my tile. I'm going to, I don't mind making that shape, but turn my tile. And then you turn your tile and you do that same thing again, down and around and up, connecting this one to that one. So we're going to go around until it looks like this, and then we're going to connect this one to this one by going down and around and up. So it's an outward curve, down and around and up, until it looks like that. So maybe it's not going to be as complicated as it looks. It just looks complicated to me to start with, but it may not be. It may end up not being so bad. Oh, and I didn't say who the pattern designer was. It's by Leaf Yay. So I'm just going to draw one big one, I think. I'm going to, in the middle here, give myself a box to put it in. Make it a little more square. Like so. Okay. So we're going to go we're aiming toward the middle, and you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to put a little box right there. That's where I'm aiming my my little petal shapes. They're going to come. They don't go into the corner. They go about here. Like that, approximately. Okay. Zoom in a little bit. You guys are way far away again. Okay. Let's give this a go, shall we? We want an outward curve. So I want to go down, around, and up. Down, around, and up. That's the, I'm kind of just, you know how golfers take a practice swing? I'm taking a practice pen. I'm going to go down, around, and up. Down, around, and up. Okay. So I'm going to go about here. I'm going to come down, around, and up. And then I'm going to do that again. Turn my tile. I'm going to go down, around, and up. And then I'm going to go down, around, and up. And I'm going to go down, around, and up. I think I did a good job. That was not as bad as I had anticipated. Just FYI. Okay. All it takes is a moment to think, right? So now I want to go from here around into here. So I'm going to go down, around, and up. Down, around, and up. Down, around, and up. Down, around, and up. Oh, look, I'm done. Well, that wasn't near as bad as I had anticipated. I can do this. See, I had totally told myself this was going to be hard. It's not hard. That's good. I'm glad it's not hard. Okay, so I'm going to erase my little guidelines, and I'm going to do something I like. I was looking at the samples, and I really like the look of this one. So I think that's where I'm going to head myself. So I'm going to erase all of those guidelines. Probably didn't even need them, which is good. Okay. So it's got these as like leaf shapes with a and then these ones are like that. It's got this filled in, but since I didn't do a very good job of getting these touching, I don't like that. This goes like this. I think you want to try to get these first ones to actually touch. But since I didn't, it's okay. But I think that's your goal, because these ones ended up touching here. Just those ones in the middle don't. Okay. So then it's got the sample shows it going this way too, but I think I like them going this way. I'm going to continue with that into here. Like that. I like that. Oh, I like that look. Don't you? I really like that. That's awesome. And the sample has this kind of a thing going on, but now that I've drawn what I've drawn, I am not feeling that. I'm actually feeling something growing outward from this. I'm wondering if I want another teardrop going this way. Would that look good, folks? You tell me, what does it need? It's trying to speak to me, and I'm having a hard time hearing. It's telling me it wants dots in here, so let me do that real quick. Okay. What's it telling me? What is it telling me? It wants something, but I don't know what. Most of the time I hear it like really clearly when it decides it wants something. I'm not hearing it, but I know it wants something. I'm going to do it in pencil. Just if I decide I don't want it, then I can erase it. Yeah. That's good. That's fine. It actually needs to be drawn not toward me this way, but away from me this way, because that's how I drew this. It wants that shape again, kind of. Okay. More like that. See, I'm not following my pencil line. That pencil was just to give me a guide as to what it wanted. I'm more doing whatever the pen is telling me to do, which is more roundy and coming out from it instead of pulling it down this way like I drew it with the pencil. Like that. And then it's telling me to erase my pencil so I don't get confused. See, it's okay once you've drawn a pattern to add upon it and embellish it. Some people feel like the pattern is like sacred and that's the only way you can draw it is the way it shows. That certainly is a way to draw it, but it's not the only way. And playing with the patterns and embellishing on top of and saying what if is certainly part of the process. I feel like I want something here. I want this. That. That's what it wanted. It wanted to go out into the corners and live happily into the corner. That one looks like it needs another line. Here we go. Okay, now it's done. What was it called? I forgot. It's called Drower. Oh, Drower, a drop flower. Got it. Yes, we made drops and it made a flower and it's a drop flower, so it's a Drower. All right. And a little bit of shading, which I think will be here. And here. Okay, just that, a little bit. Just a little bit on those. Not much, just enough to make it so they're not like stark white. There we go. Perfect. I like that. I think it needs a little bit darker here. It's telling me it wants to be a little darker in the middle and maybe in there. Always come back and make it darker. Just remember to go back and smudge it again. That's all. All right. Better. Okay. There she is. A Drower, a drop flower. Didn't take that long, and I thought, see, you never know. When you first look at a pattern, don't freak out, because I totally looked at this and went, I can't. That's complicated. Not that I can't do it, but I thought to myself, that's really complicated. And it really wasn't. It wasn't that complicated. So you just take a step back, think about it, look at it, play with it in pencil if you need to. That's okay. You can do this. You guys can do this. I know you can. You guys have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.